you?
I'm fine, a little bit nervous as you might hear, English is not my first language, so I just hope that my brain will collaborate with me today.
Yes, so glad to have you here. I will do my introductions and then I'll have you introduce yourself.
Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Behind the Scenes Late Night Grind, where we interview some of your favorite competitors. I'm your host, Regina Perez Fitness, IFBB Fit Model Pro, posing and competition coach. Here with me, I have my amazing international fit model guest. I'm going to have her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Ella Ormur and I am a fit model IFBB Pro from Sweden.
Yes, that's so cool. Like meeting you in Atlanta was everything. Anytime I do a show, I know we're there to compete and ultimately competing against ourselves. But I love meeting everyone
Yes, that was
because
so cool to meet everyone. I have seen so many on Instagram and then you see them in real life.
yes, and to meet you from Sweden and then another competitor from Germany is like, oh my gosh, like I'm meeting everyone from everywhere, all walks of the world. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in bodybuilding.
Yes, so I started around 10 years ago for the purpose to gain weight because I am a natural underweight person, so I have really struggled to gain weight. So I just wanted to build some more curves to my body. And then I saw some girls that was competing at my gym and I thought that looked so cool. But I also thought this is not something that I can do because I am this skinny person. I am not a person that competes in bodybuilding. But then I kept on lifting weights and I started to learn more things about bodybuilding. And I had one friend that competed and she asked me if I should compete or if I wanted to compete. And I said I wanted to do it. And after that, I decided to actually see and to try and see if that is something that fits me.
Yes.
So I completed my first show in 2022 in a federation that is called IFBB Elite.
Okay.
So I did bikini back then. And
Oh yeah, we all started in
yeah,
bikini. I'm
it
so
feels like
happy that they
almost
made Fit
everyone in
Model.
that does fit model was a bikini competitor before.
Yes. And so you started with bikini and then Fit Model was new as of last year. Walk
Yes.
us through your journey from your first Fit Model show because you went pro, congratulations,
Yes,
and
thank
then went
you.
on to compete in a couple of different pro shows. So walk us through that journey from your first Fit Model show going into your
Yes.
pro show.
So in Sweden, we have it like we had to have the regional show and the pro qualifier at the same weekend. So
Oh,
I
nice.
won the regional and then I won my pro card at my first attempt. And
Nice.
that was in the end of September.
Okay.
So I did not have a long off season, and unfortunately, I also got sick a lot during that off season. So I knew I haven't done a lot of improvements, but at the same time, I wanted to see where I stand in
Yeah.
the pro league. So I thought it was good to do the shows anyway and get some feedback so I know more clearly what to work on.
Yes. And then so you did your show Turn Pro, and then the first pro show you did was which show?
It was Portugal, and that was the first show in Europe.
Yes. Oh my
That
goodness,
was
that show was
an experience in
amazing.
itself.
Tell us a little bit about because there's a couple girls that did that show. It was 40
Yeah,
girls, which is
that was
insane.
a
How was
huge
it
show. It
backstage?
was the biggest show I did for this season.
Yes. How was it
So
backstage with the spinning
yeah,
the
that
spinning
was
rotation?
so scary. I thought it was a cool idea, but then I was standing on it and it was not going smooth, especially not when it was going upward.
Yes.
So actually it was very hard to find balance on that thing, but at the same time it was very cool. as well. It was a cool
Yes.
thing to do a pro debut on that stage.
Yes, y'all look so pretty, like real life Barbie dolls posing on stage. So that was super cool. And then coming out of that pro show, how did you feel? Because that was your first one.
Yes, I was not super happy about my performance. It was not my best. So I know I wanted to do another show just to prove to myself that I can do better.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I also knew I needed to grow after that show because I was one of the smallest.
Hmm.
But I thought I still could make some improvements with my stage performance and also on my hardness because I also was too hard. So the plan was to come in softer for Atlanta, and I did that.
Okay. Yeah, and that's where, for those of you joining in, that is where we met in Atlanta. And coming into that Atlanta show, it was 25 scheduled, 23 showed up for that show. Great show for those of you who ever want to do a Linda Murray show. Definitely show up. Great expediters, great vendors,
Very easy
great
to get from
experience.
the airport to the show. It's very close.
Yes, speak. Yes, if you're going straight into Atlanta Airport, you could I don't know what it's called, Amtrain or something. You could just hop on that and go straight to the venue and walk to
Very
your hotel. So that was great. And so, speaking of traveling, because you had to come from, you're in Sweden right now, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
How was that? Like, how long was the flight? How did you prepare? Tell us everything.
Yes, so this I completed. I traveled alone, so that was scary in itself. But I traveled and planned in advance, and I think that was what was helping me. So my tip, if anyone is planning to travel a long way for a show, is to be there early if you can. I know everyone can't do that because you need to take vacation and it also costs more money. But if you can, that really helps, especially with the time zone difference and the jet lag,
Yeah.
and also to look up in advance what gyms are closed and what gyms are good and any food stores and similar things so you know where to go.
Yeah.
I found out that that helped me a lot.
Oh yeah, that's especially, did you stay at the host hotel or did you do a Airbnb?
Uh, I actually did both. So when I landed, I did an Airbnb because I wanted a real kitchen.
Yeah.
And then I went to not the host hotel, but a hotel that was just as close. So
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
at a
there's
hotel
plenty of
that
hotels in Atlanta to stay at. And I know a couple people, when they're prepping for a show, they want to make sure that there's a microwave in the room because you don't want to have cold food. I am guilty of
yes,
just eating cold food because I'm like, I don't want to travel, or like, and when I say travel, like go downstairs. Because most hotels that don't have microwaves, they'll
yes.
have
I
like
feel
a
like if
room
I
where you can
have a
go warm it
microwave
up.
in the room, I will eat it cold because I am lazy.
Yes, it's like too much. So definitely making sure your room has a microwave. And for you traveling, how long was that flight?
I think it was 9 hours from
Ooh.
Amsterdam, and then I did a flight before that. That was around 2 hours. So
Okay.
I think in total, maybe it was around 13 hours.
Ooh, that
But
is
a
long. Oh
long
my
flight.
goodness. How did your body adjust to, being in the air for so long, then getting on another flight?
Yeah,
How
that
do
was
you handle
also
the
an
inflammation?
interesting thing because I have never traveled that long for a show before. So we didn't really know how my body would respond. But it responded in a way that I lost weight. So I actually looked harder when I came to Atlanta than what I did before leaving. So
Okay.
now we have that data that I can use for future shows.
Yep. And that's good because as for us as pros, every show that we do, we're learning. Peaking,
Yes,
we're learning.
exactly.
Traveling, we're
Yes.
learning what
I
works
have
best
learned
for our
new
body.
things for every show I have done for this season.
Oh yeah.
I
It
think I will have use for it for my upcoming preps as well. So it has
yeah.
been very valuable.
It's
to
so
do
important to write
those.
everything down, track it down,
Yeah.
and monitor how your body responds. I don't really like taking pictures. My coach be like, send pictures. I'm like, oh gosh. But I know it's so important so that
Yes.
he can see how my body is changing every hour, every 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so
Exactly.
for
It's so
you,
fun to look back at.
it is. It is. And then sharing that journey with upcoming amateurs, pros to see like this is what it takes to be at this level. For
Yes.
you competing in Europe and then competing in the US, how is that?
Yes, I think that the US is one step ahead when it comes to fit model, and that is probably pretty natural because we have only had one pro show in Europe.
Which was Portugal,
So,
right?
yes. So
Yes.
in Portugal, it was a big difference between who was showing up at the show. Some was smaller, some was more hard, and some were softer. But in the US, I felt like the standard it is more of a standard here there than it was in Europe.
Right.
You are more similar to each other already.
Okay.
And then I think after the Olympia it will be more similar. Or
Oh yeah.
it
Oh
will be a
yeah.
clearer standard.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to watching the Olympia and seeing how Fit Model changes out. I know a lot of us are the
Yeah,
goal
I think
is to
it's
hit
so
the
interesting.
Olympia stage, but it's also every stage that, and I was talking about this in the last show, every stage that we hit, we are the first ones. So we're making history whether we get to the Olympia or not. Every
Yeah.
show, we
Yeah, I
are
think it's
making
so cool
history.
to be able to be a part of the first ever Fit Model Pro
Yes.
season.
I love that so much. And so for you, you talked a little bit about, traveling, how that can be a challenge. What other challenges did you have prepping for your Atlanta show and then going into your Texas show?
Yeah, so between the Atlanta and Texas or the prep, the
Yep.
entire prep.
Yep, for the entire prep. And so if there was
Yes.
any challenges that you had to
Yeah,
work
I
through.
think that the biggest challenge for me has been mentally to know or and feel that do I really belong in the pro league or not? And especially since we have never seen a pro season in fit model, we don't know what the standard is.
Right.
And sometimes I feel like, was it just luck that I won my first ever pro qualifier and my pro card? Or was it that I really belong in it? So I
Yeah.
have really needed to work with that.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think that there is a saying that is you don't get the life that you want, you get the life that you think you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that saying it has so much truth in it. So I think that part is very important to work with.
Oh yes. And those for you who are, watching, your mental health when competing is so important because sometimes you can go from pro card to last place to first place to
Yeah.
second place. And so not focusing on the placing, but focusing on did I bring my very best? Am I bringing my
Yes,
best package
that
to the
is
stage every single
what we
time?
can do really, and that is the
Yes.
biggest win.
Yes, and then you get to the show, meet people, talk to them, get to know them
Yes,
because after the show's over, you still have those connections with people, you still have
yes,
those friends, and
exactly.
I think that's the most important
Yes,
part in this community. Yes, we all want to win. Yes.
yeah.
We all want to, but that may not be the show that we
No,
win,
most
so
of
we
us
just
won't
keep
win,
going.
so we need to be realistic, even if the goal always is to win and represent the best version of ourselves. I
Yes.
think that one of them are easier to manage, and to win is not that easy to manage. It's out of our control.
Yep. It is. So focusing on what we can control, which is our hair, our makeup, our
Yes,
posing, our suits, how we
exactly.
bring our body to this stage. We don't know who's showing up. We know a little bit about sometimes who's judging, but focusing on what is in our control and making sure all of those are 100% when we hit that stage. And
Yes.
so for you becoming, a pro and you've done a couple pro shows and I'm sure some of the newer athletes have reached out to you, what are some of the things that you think most competitors are doing wrong when they're trying to go pro? What should they be focusing on?
I just think don't try to rush it and try to enjoy where you are now,
Yes.
because to be in the mix and know that you will be in the mix, it is more exciting than to know that now you need to start from the bottom again and work yourself up, even though that has a charm as well. So
Yeah.
just try to enjoy where you are, because that might be the show that you win it, and that is a very exciting thought
Oh
to
yeah.
have in mind.
Oh yeah. Enjoying the journey, the process, because once you become a pro, you only have one class, or unless you're
Yeah,
masters, you can do the 35 plus, 40 plus
exactly.
and up. So enjoying that process, enjoying being a novice athlete, true novice, going open, take your time. Because once you're
Yes,
here, like you said, reset to the pro
yes,
level.
very much a slap in the face many times for
Oh
most
yeah,
of
it's like,
us.
oh, this is insane. This is hard. And so, but I love it. I think it's all
Yes,
important in our
that's what
growth.
makes us grow.
Yes, it keeps you mentally strong, and you learn from every show. Okay, this is what I want to
Yes,
do next. This is what I want to do better.
exactly.
Yep. And sometimes you take an off season, and sometimes you keep going. And so for
Yes.
you, when you hear beauty in beast mode, when it comes to competing, what comes to your mind?
Yes, I think that for me, that is to see the beauty in working hard.
Oh yeah.
Because for becoming the best version of yourself, which I think this is about, you need to work
Mhm.
hard. You need to put in work, and you need to be consistent and do it for a long time. And that will not always be pretty. You need to bring out your inner beast sometimes,
Yes,
and you need
yes,
to see the charm in it.
yes.
So
Yeah,
for
I
me, I
agree.
think that is what it means.
Yes, I love that. Working hard while also, depending on what it is, like you said, the beauty within how you are training. And then also sometimes you just gotta beast mode through that workout, through that training, just gotta keep going. And so I definitely appreciate you sharing your time, your journey with us. Like, this is so exciting to be able to even speak to you, because for those of you who don't know, there's a 6 hour time difference. So we were
Yes,
trying to
it
figure
has
out,
been
like,
such a struggle to get a time that works for both of us.
yes. And I was like, we are doing this, girl. I want to talk to you. I want to hear your story. I want to share it with
Yeah.
those who are here. And so, as we get ready to close out, is there anything that you would want to share about your journey, or to future competitors that are looking to hit the stage from around the world?
Yeah, I think you just try to remember your why and have a clear why, because that will make everything much easier when you are having a hard time with something. If you have a clear why, it
Oh yeah.
you will work through it. You will find ways that you can reach your goals anyway.
Oh yeah. That's so important. Understanding why. Because if just get on stage, you're gonna be like, okay, what's the purpose behind it? So I love that, knowing your why when getting on stage. That's so important. And so, for those of you who are not following her, be sure to follow her on her Instagram, EllaOORRNYRA _IFBB Pro. And then, do you have any other social medias you would want them to follow you on?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel that I try to
Oh,
update
yes.
frequently, but now I had a break when I completed, but I will be consistent with it again from
Yes.
next week, I think.
Yeah, we
So
want
on
to hear all
YouTube,
about your journeys, girl.
my name is Ella ORRMIR, just as my Instagram name.
Okay. Yes, be sure to follow her over there. Do you have any upcoming competitions, events that you would like to share with those?
No, at the moment, my plan is just to take 2027 off and grow, because that has been my feedback, and then come back again in 2028.
Yeah, so definitely all go follow her journey as she goes into her off season to grow and prepare for that comeback in 2028. We'll be following you, and I'm excited for your journey. For those of you who are on here, I appreciate you tuning in, every Monday. Tonight at 8 p.m., we are interviewing your favorite competitors. Be sure to turn on the subscribe button. And then always remember to be a beauty in beast mode. Thanks,
Thank you
girl.
for having me.
Of course.